A U.S. Professional Trade Association Guide. Chapter 1. Professional/trade organizations. Use professional/trade organizations to network into a job and find out about careers. Just about every job and career field has a professional or trade organization. Some have several. You can learn 3 important things from these organizations. Learn about the field itself and career opportunities within it. Learn about how to get educated and licensed in the field. Look for jobs through their job board. Meet other members and network into a job. Many professional associations and societies provide placement services for their members, have a job board and annual meetings where you can meet people in the field. If you're not sure of what kind of work you want to do, check out the trade organizations of some fields you might be interested in. Most professional and trade associations have a job board where you can post your resume and where jobs are listed, but you can go beyond this to participate in the chats and forums on the website. This is another form of networking. Get involved. Offer to write a few articles for your trade organization's newsletter/website. jobmetaseek.com/job_search/using/associations.php, using organizations in your job search. Weddles.com. Associations, organizations, and societies in general. For a search of associations on search engines, type in the name of your topic followed by the words association, organization, and society. In a search for education organizations, which is a broad subject, you might narrow it down into children's education and type something like the following into a search engine: Children's Education Association or Organization or Society. I can't possibly write out a list of all of the professional and trade organizations out there, so I will tell you exactly where to go to find them. There's a book called Associations USA published by OmniGraphics.com, 800-875-1340. I found it at number 061 at the library. Beyond that, one of the most useful books is the Encyclopedia of Associations, Gale.com, 800-877 Gale, a 5-volume set which tries to describe and provide the addresses of organizations and associations from all fields of life, spanning the realm from recreational to trade organizations. They categorize the different fields in over 20 categories, the range spanning everything from recreation to business. Many industries, trades and professions have professional organization to which companies and workers belong to from all across the country. Quite often these trade organizations offer free advice and publications about their industry, training courses, scholarships, grants, magazines/newsletters with job ads, books with job ads, arbitration programs for consumer complaints, and local referrals to where to go if you're looking for work. Many have websites. The organizations I list in this book may not be current, so simply type the name of the organization into a few search engines. Every field of endeavor has trade magazines and newsletters. Some are published by the relevant trade and professional associations, others by independent entities, usually to make a profit. There are thousands of them for every obscure product or service profession you can think of. Some are useful, some are useless. It's up to you to investigate. There's no way I can list them all here. Your best bet is to go to the library, to the reference desk, and ask for a periodical directory which lists magazines in just about every conceivable area. Next, get the 5-volume Encyclopedia of Associations, galegroup.com, 800-877 Gale, or the National Trade and Professional Associations of the U.S., Columbia Books, number 330, 1212 New York Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C. 20005202, 898-0662, columbiabooks.com, and look up the organizations relevant to your field. Then contact them about whatever it is you're interested in, usually either a job or a consumer matter. If you're looking for a shortcut, the book called Writer's Market, writersdigest.com, has a pretty good section which lists the main trade magazines in most fields. They tabulate this list for writers to use to submit articles to these magazines to try to sell them, but you can use it to find the trade/professional organization you're looking for. Chapter 2. Where to find a professional trade organization in a field. careeronestop.org/credentials/find-professional-associations.aspx, just plug your profession in. careeronestop.org/toolkit/training/find-professional-associations.aspx. A great government website to find the associations for your field. Trade Association List Database Directory Websites 1. To find a local organization on a search engine, type Subject Association Location like Law Association United States, Drafting Association Canada, asaecenter.org, Gateway to Associations, search the Association of Associations. ipl.org/div/aon, IPL Associations, directory broken down into major categories. librariespot.com/libshelf/associations.htm, library associations. careerinfonet.org/crl/library.aspx?LVL2 =58 LVL3 $y LVL1 $33 cat ID $15 postval 3. asaecenter.org, ASAE American Society of Association Executives. associationcentral.com, Association Central Directory. ipl.org/div/search results/detail words associations call aon, associations on the net. vcanet.org, VCA Virtual Community of Associations. marketingzource.com/associations/index.html, associations. Directory. academic360.com, find alumni associations. asaecenter.org, American Society of Association Executives. asaecenter.org/community/content.cfm item number =35145, Directory of Societies of Association Executives. asaecenter.org/community/directories/associations-arch.cfm, American Society of Association Executives searchable directory of member associations. asaecenter.org/files/amc guide-web.pdf, guide to association management companies. asaecenter.org/wiki/index.cfm page =membership directories. asaecenter.org/communities/directories/associations-arch.cfm, gateway to associations. asaenet.org, American Society of Association Executives. associationdatabase.com. csae.com, Canadian Society of Association Executives. FIDA.org, Federation of International Trade Associations. guidastar.org, National Database of Nonprofit Organizations. IAAMC.org, International Association of Association Management Companies. Idealist.org, Directory of Nonprofit Organizations in over 100 countries. ipl.org/div/aon, associations on the net from the Internet Public Library by the University of Michigan. lib.uwaterloo.ca/society/overview.html, Scholarly Societies Project, an international directory of scholarly societies. Trade Association List Database Directory Websites 2. associationscentral.com. asaecenter.org/directories/associations-arch.cfm, gateway to associations, American Society of Association Executives. ipl.org/ipl browse/get subject vid =13 cid =7 tid =0 parent =0, associations on the net, Internet Public Library. scholarly-societies.org, Scholarly Societies Project, University of Waterloo. unesco.org/culture/links, Windows to Culture, International, National and Non-Profit Cultural Organizations, UNESCO. Trade Association List Database Directory Websites 3. usa.gov/directory/trade-assc/index.html usa.gov/topics/consumer/trade-organizations.pdf asaecenter.org/community/directories/associations/arch.cfm, gateway to associations ipl.org/div/aon, associations on the net construction/weblings.com/organizations/by_iron_trade_iron_iron_iron_store_trade_iron_store_iron_store_metals_iron, steel, and metals trade organizations aicpa.org/research/external links/pages/accounting associations links.aspx, accounting associations ama-ss.org/careers/health-careers-professions-associations.html, allied health professional associations clearup.org, page =481248, Association of Regulatory Boards for North America asaecenter.org/directories/associations-arch.cfm, association search mozilla.com/biotech-association.html, biotechnology associations stanford.edu/group/biotech/associations.htm, biotechnology related organizations thebluebook.com/links/ilheadpg1.htm, Bluebook, Building and Industry Associations b4ubuild.com/links/associations2.shtml, Building Trade Associations constructionweblings.com/organizations/organizations.html, construction and trade organizations constructionweblings.com ed.gov/about/contacts/gen/others/associations.html, education associations and organizations epa.gov/oecaagct/calendars.html, number sign associations, environment related associations nlm.nih.gov/medline+/organizations/all_organizations.html, health and medical associations ciras.iastate.edu/library.asp?spec =professional organizations, industry professional associations thebluebook.com, industry and construction associations globalge.msu.edu/resource-desk/organizations.asp, international business associations en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_of_professional_organizations, international professional organizations asla.org/non-members/links.htm, number sign sub2, landscape architecture associations hg.org/legal.html, legal associations findlaw.com/06 associations/national.html, legal associations and organizations tilburg-university.edu/about-tilburg-university/schools/economics-and-management/organizations/departments/marketing/links/association IAT, management and marketing associations libweb.uoregon.edu/music/professional.html, music professional organizations sleazeweb.stu.edu/resources/orgs.htm, professional associations in information sciences clearup.org, page =481817, professional associations lib.uwaterloo.ca/society/subjects_soc.html, scholarly societies careercornerstone.org/association.htm, science and engineering associations careercornerstone.org/association.htm, science, math, and computing associations afa.org/member groups/states/state or eg fa, state and regional health organizations consumeraction.gov/trade.shtml, trade associations. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_of_trade_unions, trade unions, international list. bts.gov/external_links/associations.html, transportation related associations. wedels.com/associations/index.cfm, Wedels Association Guide. aws.org, welding related associations. Trade Association List Database Directory websites for wedels.com/associations/index.cfm, Wedels Association Directory. For marketeers.com/tradeasso.htm, list of trade associations. acdi-cida.gc.ca/virtual.nsf, list of international. ahandyguide.com/directory. ahandyguide.com/directory/business/employee. airsdirectory.com/directories. asaecenter.org/directories/associations. American Society of Association Executives Gateway to Associations. asaecenter.org/directories/associations. covers the entire world. asaenet.org. asaenet.org, info.asaent.org/gateway/online/assocs/list, American Association of Association Executives. ascp.com/about/organizations.cfm. associationcentral.com. associationexecs.com, 35,000 association executives. associationmagazine.com. associationscanada.com/profiles. associationtimes.com. careerresource.net/society, job databases by professional societies. careerresources.net. contact.com. contact.com, addresses of many organizations. contact.org. councils.org, list of councils. directory.net. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_of_organizations. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/professional_organization. euronet.nl/fullmoon/wom list/wom list.html, women's organizations. firstworldwide.com/ta. foundationcenter.org, the Foundation Center. galegroup.com. iii.org, insurance organizations. info.asaenet.org/gateway/online assocs list, American Society of Association Executives Gateway to Associations. info.asaenet.org/gateway/online assocs list.html. infomarket.com. ipl.org/div/aon, associations on the net. isoft.ch/genevaguide/org/fil/inx/io.html, list of international organizations. itu.ch/missions, addresses of some international. jobweb.com/career_development/prof_association.htm. lib.uwaterloo.ca/society/overview.html. libraries.psu.edu/gateway/references health/association.dir.htm. list-nation.com/business_and_professional_services/associations_and_organizations. marketingzource.com/associations, contains over 35,000 organizations. mpase.org/html/news/links.htm. newmarket-forum.com/association.html, lists 10,000 plus organizations. nt/staffing_services. oecd.wash.org, book directory of non-organizations. orgsites.com. planningshop.com. puredirectory.com. rpi.edu/department/cdc/society/soca.html, professional societies. SOR.de, Yearbook of International Organizations. scholarly-societies.org. Societies. studentgroups.ucla.edu/prelaw/resources/resources.html, list of orgs. Sustainable Development. techaexpo.com/tech_soc.html. thebluebook.com, industry links, associations, and organizations. trainingforum.com/association.html. unions.org. wedels.com/associations/index.htm, association dictionary. zoominfo.com/industries/associations/membership-organizations/professional-conferences.htm. Gale Research, Inc. 835 Penobscot Building, Detroit, Michigan 48226. 800-877 Gale. Many directories, call for a free catalog. Some are Encyclopedia of Associations, directories. In print, Life Sciences Organizations and Agencies Directory and Consultants Directory. The Foundation Directory, Columbia University Press, lists foundations that offer grants to people. Columbia Books. 1212 New York Avenue, NW. Number 330. Washington, D.C. 20005-3920. 202-898-0662. Fax, 202-898-0775. columbiabooks.com. National Directory of 6,500 trade associations, also state and regional associations of the United States. Gale Books. Gale.com. Book Encyclopedia of Associations. Lists of vocational trade organizations. ed.gov/about/offices/lists/ova/pi/cte/vso.html, career and technical student organizations. aacn.ncha.edu/index.htm, American Association of Colleges Nursing. aacc.ncha.edu/pages, American Association of Community Colleges. acce-hq.org, American Council for Construction Education. acce-hq.org, American Culinary Association. apta.org, American Physical Therapy Association. asla.org, American Society of Landscape Architects. actionline.org, Association of Career and Technical Education. adaonline.org, American Technical Education Association. actionline.org, Career and Technical Ed Association. World Trade Organizations. fida.org, Federation of International Trade Organizations. This website's links to websites for every industry. Conference websites. atlas-conferences.com, Atlas Conferences, search for conferences by subject, date, or country. conferencealerts.com, conference alerts, academic conferences worldwide. interdoc.com/mind, the meeting index. Chapter 3. A Trade Magazine Journal Guide. Trade journal lists. Almost every profession, trade, and industry has a magazine/journal which talks about the business and provides job and business resources. One way to find them is to go to the library, ask for a periodical directory, then look up your field for a list of magazines. Another way is to find the magazine websites in another part of this book and look through there. Some are published by the relevant trade and professional associations, others by independent entities, usually to make a profit. There are thousands of them for every obscure product or profession you can think of. Some are useful, some are useless. It's up to you to investigate. There's no way I can list them all here. Get the 5-volume Encyclopedia of Associations, galegroup.com, 800-877 Gale, or the National Trade and Professional Associations of the U.S., Columbia Books, number 330, 1212 New York Ave N.W., Washington, D.C. 20005202. 898-0662, columbiabooks.com, and look up the organizations relevant to your field then. Contact them about whatever it is you're interested in. They tabulate this list for writers to use to submit articles to these magazines to try to sell them. Tradepub.com, FREE-trademagazines.com, Metroland.com, acenetworks.org/resources/edunet/trade journals, advianstar.com, a number of trade pubs, bizlink.com, tradepub.com, free trade magazines, crane.com, csuchico.edu/w-diamond/classes/tradejournals.htm, echo-media.com, netline.com/tradepub/tradepub.html, elsevier.com, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/list_of_trade_magazines, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/trade_journal, en.wikipedia.org/wiki/trade_publication, entrepreneur.com/trade-journals, entrepreneur.com/trade-publication, findarticles.com, type in your trade, forester.net, gardnerweb.com, ifsnewyork.com, indianindustrial.com/trade-information/trade-publications.html, ita.doc/td/ocg/pублcadn.htm, Consumer Goods Industry Publications, lib.berkeley.edu/busy/databases_by_subject.html, almost 1,000 major U.S. and international trade journals, lib.ncsu.edu/tutorials/trade-journals/trade-journal-list.html, lib.pdx.edu/resources/pathfinders/tradejr.html, magazinecity.net/categories-trade-professional-journals.html, marquette.edu/library/research/business-trade-jls.html, penton.com, publisher of trade magazines, websites, and trade shows, reference.eserver.org/freshman/tradejournals.doc/file_view, smartbrief.com, southalabama.edu/universitylib/instruction/trade-journal-list.html, specialissues.com, industry trade magazines, tradepub.com, tradepublications.net, tradeshow.alibaba.com/collection/trade_publications.html, tradewatch.org, tradewatch.org/publications/wdobook.htm, vnewmedia.com publishes the major trade publications, vnweb.hwwilsonweb.com/hww/journals, work.com, worldbank.org, has some publications, writing-career.com/articles/writing_for_trade_journals.php, Burrell's Consumer and Trade Publications Directory, 75 East Northfield Avenue, Livingston, New Jersey 07039, Burrells.com, Specific Trade Journals, Adage.com, Advertising Age, AdamsBevGroup.com, Beverage Industry, AdvancedManufacturing.com, AftermarketBusiness.com, Car Parts, AHMA.org, American Hardware Manufacturers Association, AlaneCharles.com/1Africa-and-middle-east-textiles, AmericanBanker.com, AmericanCoinOp.com, AmericanCoinOp, AmericanDryCleaner.com, American Dry Cleaner, AmericanLaundryNews.com, American Laundry News, Automobilewoche.de, Automobile Walk. Animalsheltering.org, Animal Control. APA.org, Psychology. APBA-racing.com, Powerboat. Aquamagazine.com, Spa and Pool Biz. Archlighting.com, Architectural Lighting. Arza.org, Automotive Radiator Service. Athleticbusiness.com. Autonews.com. Autonews.com, Automotive News. Autoweek.com, Autoweek. Avionicsmagazine.com. Barks.com/eacre.html, Industrial Electrical Machinery Maintenance. Based Packaging Industry. Baselworld.com, the watch and jewelry industry. Bighospitality.co.uk. bio.tradepub.com. bizlink.com/heatingandplumbing.html. Boxoffice.com, theatre owners. Brunton.co.uk, trade journals for the fibre. Buildings.com, facilities managers. Businessinsurance.com, business insurance. btobonline.com, TOB. Casinojournal.com. chicagobusiness.com, Cranes Chicago Business. Cranescleveland.com, Cranes Cleveland Business. cmmonline.com, cleaning and maintenance management. coastalshipping.co.uk. rts.com. commercialmotor.com. constructionclaimsmonthly.org. counterman.com. cranesdetroit.com, Cranes Detroit Business. cranesmanchesterbusiness.co.uk, Cranes Manchester Business. cranesnewyork.com, Cranes New York Business. creativity-online.com, creativity. europeanplasticsnews.com, European Plastics News. european-rubber-journal.com, European Rubber Journal. csdecisions.com, convenience store decisions. editoranpublisher.com. electricalreview.co.uk. electronicsworld.co.uk. energyglobal.com. epmag.com. eurocomms.com, European Communications Magazine. finishing.com/library/magazines.html, list of trade journals serving the finishing industry. fleetequipmentmag.com. fuelzine.com. funeralservicetimes.co.uk. giftsandis.com. gislounge.tradepub.com, engineering. hometextilestoday.com. hotelbusiness.com. hotlineguides.com, tractor, farm equipment, construction magazines. imagereportsmag.co.uk. instituteofhospitality.org. investmentnews.com, investment news. modernhealthcare.com, modern healthcare. modernphysician.com, modern physician. kennedysconfection.com. learnativity.com/edjournals.html, education. maritimejournal.com. motortransport.co.uk. newageretailer.com. oislandgasinvestor.com. parking.org, parking lot manager. philanthropy.com, nonprofit world. pionline.com, pensions and investments. plasticsnews.com, plastics news. plasticsnews.com/China/English, plastics news China. prw.com/home.aspx, plastics and rubber weekly. rubbernews.com, rubber and plastics news. staffingindustry.com, staffing industry analysts. tvweek.com, television week. portstrategy.com. printweek.com. publishersweekly.com. rentalmanagementmag.com. restaurant.org/business/resources_magazines.cfm. safnow.org, floral management magazine. sleepproducts.org. softwareceo.tradepub.com, spywareguide.tradepub.com, supplybusiness.com, swapmeetmag.com, thehorse.com, horse health, tirebusiness.com, tire business, transportextra.com, transportextra.com/magazine/parking_reviews/news, urethanes-technology-international.com, Urethanes Technology International, wasterecyclingnews.com, waste and recycling news, workforce.com, workforce management, webmarketcentral.com/advertising_trade_magazines.htm, worldcement.com.